How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and you guys really seem to like the last episode of Ricer Cars for Sale. So today, instead of doing Reddit, we will be back on Facebook Marketplace taking a look at builds that you guys sent me. I don't know if we can call them builds, but these guys probably call them builds. These guys probably think that they're smoking Nagata. They think that they're Paul Walker. No, they should be Paul walking to the bus stop because they should not be driving these cars. Anyways, today we're going to take a look at them. If you guys see any for sale, send them to my Gmail, drewpeacock.clips@gmail.com. Let's dive right in. First car, 1994 Toyota Camry LE sedan, 4-door, $5,000. Honestly, doesn't sound that bad. 132,000 miles. That's honestly, again, not too bad. Toyotas last forever. And from this first photo, I mean, it doesn't look horrible. Like, I'm looking at it and it's like, yeah, I could see that thing in Fast and the Furious. Sorta. That's not saying much. A lot of the cars in the series are pretty bad looking, if we're being honest. I know nostalgia and everything. I already know you guys are hitting the dislike. Just take off the nostalgia glasses. Take a look at the cars. They're pretty dookie. Not all of them, just a few of them. Anyways, this one doesn't look half bad. Yeah, it's cool. Burnt rust. Yeah, it looks great. Okay, the interior a little bit too much. What is this color? Brown orange? What even is this? He's got his subs ripped out of the door, so no radio for you. That's automatic. I mean, it's a Camry. I don't. Nobody's racing this thing, right? It's a little bit much in the Camry. I mean, back in the day, this probably costed hundreds of pennies or dollars, whatever he used to pay for this. But nowadays, it's worth nothing. It's worth nothing. You see how that works? I mean, he went all out on the inside. And I kind of wish it just stayed on the inside. This is like the worst like carpet job too. Like you could see underneath wires and okay, all right, okay, let's just take a look at the exterior. We don't care about the inside. Maybe we care about the inside. This is what is it doing? A predator taking a shit? That's what you put on the hood of your car? He's squatting in the back alley of the city taking a shit. Sick, man. Is it a metaphor? Are you taking a shit on the competition? All that, and you couldn't change the factory steering wheel or factory gear select. Who took his subwoofers? It looks like this guy hasn't opened the hood in years, probably since 1995, his first oil change. Oh God, it looks so crusty. I don't like that rear end. The front end doesn't look half bad. I will genuinely say, whatever conversion he put on this thing, it looks like some sort of like S14 or something, S15 maybe. Whatever conversion he put on the front end looks halfway decent. The compliments end there. The wheels actually aren't that bad too. The compliments though end there. I don't know why you would do that to the interior. I don't know why you would have Predator taking a shit on your hood. Like, I'm not a tattoo artist, but I feel like putting a air spray paint on a car is a lot like putting a tattoo on a person. In which case, you want the tattoo to look aggressive, you want it to look fluid, you want it to look cool, right? You wouldn't get that on your arm, you know, Predator taking a shit. So why would you put it on your hood? Like, I feel like it should be him, like, about to, like, slash someone. I don't know, maybe he's about to blow someone up with his weapons or something. But that dude pondering, not wiping his ass, I don't know about that one. $5,000. Custom built Camry. I don't know why you're saying it's built. What's built on it? I would say custom painted. I would not say built though, because this isn't a build. I'm sorry. Custom S15 front end. That's the only thing that looks halfway decent on the car. Blah, blah, blah. Why would you put all Nissan stuff too on this car? Like, it's a Toyota. Like, so the wheels are 350Z wheels and they look decent. But why Nissan stuff? It's a Toyota. Whatever, moving on. I'm thinking too much about this car. Serious buyers only. I don't think there's going to be a serious buyer around. Negotiable? It better be. It's the only way it's ever going to sell. Moving on. 1999 Honda Civic SI. $20,000, 158,000 miles. What world are we living in? A 1999 Honda Civic Si equals $20,000? Would I rather buy a Gen 1 Coyote or a higher mileage Gen 2 Coyote, or a 99 Honda Civic Si for 20 grand? You know what? You could buy a lot of cool cars for 20 grand. I got my Supra for 24 just a few years ago. Prices haven't gone up that much. I'm sorry, I'm scratching my boob. I'm sorry, I got bit by something there. Okay, let's take a look at this $20,000 relic here. All right, I mean, the car looks halfway decent, but it's just an EKSI. He's got a VTEC B18 probably. And again, it looks clean. I'm not a fan of like the stock rubber intake with like an aftermarket filter. It doesn't look that cool. He's got headers, maybe a different manifold, but it doesn't look like crazy or anything like that. Got a couple sleeves on his reservoirs, a silicone hose here and there, an aftermarket radiator. It's not all that impressive. Did I even see a turbo? No, there's definitely not a turbo. Wheels don't look half bad. Interior, okay, I see some confettis. I love those seats. Those are the seats I have in my Supra. I had them in my Honda, but I realized I feel like they would look a lot better in my Supra, and they do. So I gotta either put the Cobra Motorsport seats in my Honda, or I gotta find something else. I'll probably put the Cobras in there, but it's a little bit too aggressive of a seat in my opinion. I don't know. I'm getting older. I don't like that kind of shit anymore. At least not in a Honda. Anyways, the interior looks actually really clean. Like, I actually like the interior. I mean, those seats, depending on the fabric and the condition and all, I mean, they look really good. Those are like $2,000 seats. I mean, those are not cheap seats. But still, I mean, all this for $20,000? I don't think so. All right, let's take a look at his parts list. He can take off parts, wheels, seats, Mugen hood, Mugen intake. Oh, that's an intake. That's their intake. Unless he's talking about the manifold, but even then, it's whatever. No trades. Car has a 3-year ceramic coat done in January 2022. Who cares? Exterior, carbon lip, spoon hood, OEM weather seals. We're listing weather seals, I guess. Fresh paint, black banner, spoon SW388 15x8, Wireworks headlight harness. I mean, I know all the spoon stuff is expensive just because it's spoon stuff, but $20,000? I don't know about all that. Like, he's got a lot of little stuff going on, okay? He's got a JDM B18C Type R 98 Plus swap. But $20,000? It's tuned. It makes 209 horsepower, 156 torque. Spoon drain plugs, spoon street muffler. It's a lot of little stuff. But I don't see $20,000 here. My buddy had a cleaner setup, in my opinion, on his EF Civic. Same swap. Sold it for 14. TE37s. I think he did take his Sparko out though, or his Bride. I think it was a Bride. So he did take that out, but $14,000 in a clean ass EF. I'm talking like mint. I don't know, Chief. I like the EK, but I'm not seeing 20 grand here. This dude is smoking crack. Let me know your thoughts though. Am I tripping? I just don't see it. Like, I know my EG isn't clean, but with the case swap and with the new build that's going down in it, I hope you guys are excited. A little sneak peek. I don't have a sneak peek. I don't know why I said that. But I don't even think I can get 20 in that thing. So, whatever. Next car. 2006 Replica Murcielago. When are these people going to learn? Like, it sounds like a cool idea. Like, hey, dude, I could build my own Lamborghini. And then 4 years later, you end up with this. You end up with this piece of shit. This is what all your hard work gets you. This. What motor is that? At least it's like sort of supercharged. I mean, not sort of. It looks supercharged. I don't know why I said sort of, but I mean, this is what you get. Yeah, I don't recommend you guys ever try to build your own cars. It's like this. No, don't try to. There's a reason why those cars cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's because a lot of work goes into making them and designing them and making sure everything works and fits as is. You can't just slap this shit together in your shitty ass garage and call it a day. It doesn't look half bad for what it is, you know. It doesn't look too bad. Like, I could tell that is a Murcielago at least. But yeah, I don't see anyone buying this. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, Lambo replica project. A lot of heavy lifting on this project. Motor is mounted. Oh, it's a V6 out of a Pontiac GTP. That's a V6. It looked like a V8. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know. I was just counting these little dimples up here, and I thought I saw four coils, like 4 spark plug wire routing areas. But all right, it's a V6. Even worse. The only thing that kind of threw me off was the intake side looked kind of stubby. So that's the only thing. It looks like a Tacoma. My bad. A 4Runner blower. Like, they're small like that on the older 4Runners. So that's the only thing that kind of made me think V6, but I was genuinely mistaken. Interior is 90 or 85% done. I mean, the interior looks okay, I guess. Things that need to be completed are windows installed, 1 door skin installed, driver's side headlight bracket replaced, bat wing on driver's side needs to be cut. I don't care. Why am I reading this? You guys don't care. Do you guys really care? Do you want me to read everything to you guys? No, you guys don't. This idiot decided to waste thousands of dollars to build a piece of shit wannabe Lamborghini, and now he's trying to get his ass out of it, and it ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry. What's the actual base car? He doesn't say. So you don't even know what you're buying. You don't even know. Imagine it's a Lamborghini. No, it's not. All right, moving on. 2001 Toyota Celica GTS hatchback coupe, $5,000. Let's take a look at this sick video. Let's see what this guy's got to offer. Sick. Ooh. Ooh, you see that color play there? You see that? Now, this is what we call some Class A color play right here. We got black wheels. We got purple rainbow spiky lug nuts, extra defense right there. And then the red barrel, the red rim. Whew. Whew. This dude should be designing cars for Ferrari. That's some great fucking great work there, kid. Oh my god, this thing screams 15-year-old. I'm sorry, this screams I work at AutoZone and I'm 15. Ugh, the shaky handwork too, man. Kudo Racing. Let's see how much Kudo Racing wheels are. So you could buy a full set for anywhere between $400 and $600. I mean, they go up, obviously. There are more expensive ones. Let's take a look at his other photos. I think I saw a big wing on it. Okay, neon underglow. At least it's red. It matches his wheels, sort of. Very cute. Very adorable. Ooh, sick wing, brother. Oh, my God. That thing is badass. Damn. Popping the hood, showing us all that performance you got there. I think I see... And you also got... Along with the... Okay, moving on. Does he have grass in his interior? It's turf, I guess, but Ricers will do anything but actually modify their car. They will put turf on their interior, but they won't modify their car. But they'll put turf and a samurai sword and a cheap Wish.com wheel and a cheap Wish.com parking brake and a cheap Wish.com blinker extension and some lame beads and an ace of spades because this dude's sick. This dude's punk rock. No action goes on back there. We already know that. This just looks uncomfortable to drive. Like, I doubt your pedals can fully compress, which is not a good idea. Especially, like, on a clutch. I'm surprised it's actually fucking manual. But on a clutch, if you're not fully compressing, you're going to wear something out early. This is the biggest piece of shit I think I've seen all day. Like, at least some of the other cars, like, had, like, some character to them. Like, the Lambo was a Lambo. This was a nicely modified Honda. It's just way overpriced, in my opinion. And this is a Toyota, so nothing bad can be said about that. This, though, this is bad. This is if Scotty Kilmer was 15. This is what he would do. I wholeheartedly believe that. We were all 15 once. We all liked this shit when we were 15, but now I hope we don't. Okay, daily driver, might as well go up. Don't need to sell or trade. Good, because you ain't gonna. Lots of cosmetics, couple performance parts done to the car. Yes, it's riced out. If that doesn't suit your fancy, don't message me. Honestly, I'm glad he's aware. I couldn't have said it better myself. If you don't like rice, don't message him. Moving on. Last car, 1984 Pontiac Fiero. That doesn't exist, so I don't know what the fuck this thing is. But it's a Fiero. What the fuck is a Fiero? It's a kit for a Pontiac Fiero. I guess it's like, you know, probably the equivalent of like, what is it, the Vader kit for the G35s? Is that what they're called? Yeah, it's sort of like this, but just looks like shit. Like, I mean, this might not be everyone's cup of tea. To me, I don't think it looks half bad. It's a bit overdone for a G35, but I mean, if there was like an actual twin turbo, like V8 or high performance V6 under there, twin turbo, I'd be cool with it. Kind of gives me like almost like Ford GT vibes, just lamer. But this looks like a fish and a frog had sex. That's what you get in the back. Cool. He put a small block 350 in it, so I'm exhausted. I don't even want. Like, how much does he want? 8,500. Let's read his description. He only has 3 photos, so he must not really want to sell this thing. It's got a 4-speed transmission, not in a hurry, just testing the waters. I mean, to me, it doesn't look half bad. Like, it's better than this, but I wouldn't want to drive it still. Like, you're getting a lot of attention in this highlighter green frogfish car. There's just a lot of weird styling cues on this car that I just don't like. The fitment is dog shit. I feel like if this thing actually had like a fun motor in it, like if this thing was like K24 swapped and it was sitting right, it would look great. Sadly, it's not. So it doesn't. And that's why he's never going to be able to sell it. How long has he posted this? Days ago? Okay, that's not that long. I guess we'll see in a few months if it's still up for sale. Anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, please let me know down below. If you want to see any videos like this, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can flock to the videos with everyone else. I'm exhausted from looking at these cars. I'm sorry. They wore me down. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, and until next video, peace.